We are 3 weeks away from Election Day, November 5th.
Today kicks off early voting in Georgia. Polls open in just about an hour. Ariana Manise with our 11 Live political team is joining us live with more.
Ariana, tell us, what do people need to know as they make plans to head out to vote early?
Aisha, early voting officially starts today and runs through November 1st, which is the Friday before Election Day. In this election season, officials are urging voters to not wait until the last minute to cast their ballot. Now, before you head off to vote, voters are suggested to visit the state's My Voter page. It's where you can make sure you're registered to vote, review your county sample ballot, and learn about other races that are on the ballot in addition to the presidential election. You'll also be able to find information about your county's early voting locations, and the dates and times are open as hours and days polls are open will vary by county across the state. Now, it's also important to note that if you do decide to vote in person, you will need to bring a photo ID. It's also another important thing to note is that unlike Election Day, you can vote at any precinct in your county. Now, on Monday, we saw election workers preparing voting machines ahead of the start of early voting. The DeKalb County election director says they're increasing the number of poll workers this year and increasing the number of early voting locations. Take a listen.
We are prepared for a historic turnout. We know that it's a presidential election and we've staffed accordingly. We've increased staffing levels for both early voting as well as Election Day, and we're going to have over 2,200 poll workers this session.
Now, we are live at the Buckhead Library, which is an early voting location for Fulton County, and already we see people lining up in anticipation for early voting times and early voting to start and open in less than an hour at 7 a.m. Reporting live in Fulton County, I'm Ariana Manise for 11 Alive. Back to you.
Ariana, thank you. And as early voting kicks off today, a lot of people who are voting absentee, they've already turned their ballots in. We said do it early and you responded. So as of 9 last night, the Georgia Secretary of State's office's election data hub says 265,086 absentee ballots have already been requested, and 12,861 of them have already been returned and accepted. People who live in Fulton County, they've returned the most ballots so far. The data does not share how many votes for each candidate. It only shows how many ballots have been requested, returned, and accepted. As at this time, ballots are only being processed, not counted. That's very important. For a list of early voting polling places or to check out the Georgia Secretary of State's data hub for yourself, text the word VOTE to 404-885-7600. We'll send those links with all that information straight to your phone.